Hi, in this session, we will be learning what is planning profile. Basically, planning profile is used for planning the cost at the project level. So, planning profile is used in project system as well as planning profile is used in investment management for cost planning. From a controlling costing point of view, also you can use the planning profile. So, let us see the options. What are the options of planning profile? But in project systems, what we do is here we make the plans on the project level, which is called hierarchical cost planning or also called as rough cost planning. And there is one more option of cost planning, that is cost element based cost planning. In this, what it does is at the you can plan the cost at the cost element level, but you can assign the WBS. Okay. So this is one option. Also, you have an option here. You can plan the cost in the activity type. Cost center will be attached. Again, you can assign the WBS. So this is one of the cost plannings which systems gives you the option. So now let's go to the option in the system and see the planning profile. Let's understand what is planning profile and what are the settings you need to maintain in the planning profile. Come to the project system through SPR or SIMG, come to project system, then come to cost. Here you have plan cost. Then in plan cost, you have manual cost planning. Then you have hierarchical cost planning. So in hierarchical cost planning, you have this planning profile. Also, there is transaction code for this. Through transaction code, you can, come. So SAP, gives you two standard planning profiles. Using this, you can copy your planning profile and create your planning profile. Okay, so here I have created one planning profile. So it's very simple. You can come out here, just select this and say copy as. System will create a new copy. Okay, so this is my planning profile ID. This is my planning profile description. So I'll explain you what is bottom up planning and planning element. So this is the option field for system gives you to you can plan the cost for how many years. Like here I have selected 2 years. Like in my case, suppose I have project, my current year is 2025. So I want to plan from 2023. So I have given for the past 2 years, I can plan the cost. So the maximum limit I can maintain is 5 years. For the past 5 years, I can maintain means my current year is 2025. So from 2021, then I can plan from create a project use and assign a cost from 2021, 22, 23, 24, and 25. Like this again. For future also, from current year till 5 year, maximum limit is till 5 years. Okay, so then you have this total value. If I select this, what system will do is system will give me option of planning at the project level. Okay, project level, WBS level. But if I select only annual value, what system will give me? System will give me option of planning yearly basis. Like here, if I have this option, so what the system will do is system will give me 8 years option. So past is 2 years, like 2023. Then again, past is future is 5 years. So what the system will do is system will give me option of planning for this many years. So we can see the system and you will understand this. Okay, so let me reduce this so that I can uh, explain you more clearly and you will understand this. So this is costing variant. Costing variant is to calculate the cost. So costing variant has to be given at every level actually. So this is using this system will make the cost estimates. This costing variant is defined because we are planning the cost at the WBS level. So here, even though if you calculate the cost at the activity level, network level, but here the system will show only the cost at the WBS level. Okay, and these are planning element group. If you want to maintain the revenue planning element group, if you want to maintain a cost center element group, and then you have activity element group, then you have statistical. So all these levels you can maintain and plan the cost. And here decimal, this decimal is for the amount value which you are going to enter. So how many decimals you want to keep? You can keep 3, 4, but standard is 2. Okay. So in which currency you want to calculate your transactions, you can mention here controlling area currency, object currency, translation currency. Also, like this part is from FI guys. So if they maintain exchange rates, whatever exchange rates you are going to take, system will accommodate that. And the last part is from SD. So this is when SD comes. I mean, if there is any kind of requirement, you want to assign the planned cost, and you want to default quotations. While preparing quotations, system should take this. You need to enter the WBS at the planned cost level. So for the quotations and for the sales order. So, and that is a different topic, but we will see that later on. So let's see what is bottom up and cost element at the project level. So let's go to the project. So we can go through CJ20N. Okay. So now here, if I select this, I have a simple small, project. So here I have a planning element, as well as you can see in my planning profile, I have this planning element selected. So let me take you back here. The procedure for applying the planning profile is, I'll show you here at the project level. When you are creating a project, okay, you have to select the planning project profile. So in project profile, what you do is you give budget profile as well as planning profile. Okay. So while creating a project, what system will do is system will automatically bring your planning profile if you give the planning profile in the project profile. So whatever settings you mention keep in planning profile will be applied to your project. Okay. So this is the setting part. Now let us see the, I mean, what is the impact. Let us see the impact. What is the impact if you select the planning profile, planning element indicator here as well as in your profile. So in my case, let us see this profile, zeros followed by 2, and let me see in my project what it is maintained planning profile. So here I have 1. Okay, let's go to 1. So I'll go back here. So this is the planning profile which is selected at the project level. So here you can see the bottom up planning is not selected and planning element is not selected. Okay. So now let me take you to the project. So now let us see. Now let us make a plan of the cost element. Okay. Plan. We will make the cost planning. Okay. So for cost planning, you have a transaction code CJ 40 CNCJ 40. So this is my project. Because this was last open project, so system is taking automatically. So currency here you can see our default currency is SAR. So now here what I'll do is I'll take USD. Okay, so I enter. System is saying you can use transaction currency is copied from the controlling area currency. System is saying the transaction currency is copied from the controlling area currency. So this is here. This is the hierarchical cost planning. So here let me just maintain some values like 5,000, 2,000, and 3,000, 5,000. Okay. So this is I maintain the cost for the project. So you can see this all options are editable, and at the left you can see this is grayed out. Here I cannot maintain, I cannot change it. So here if you see here, this is saying for this many years you can make the plan, you can plan the cost. So what, for which year now I am planning is for 2025. So if I click here, system is saying you have planned for this WBS for this year. Okay, so I can plan for this year's as well, but again my project date should match with these years. So my project, if my project is starting in 2022, then system, I can maintain the value, but practically if it has to be correct, so I have to maintain the project date, then I have to plan here. Okay, so if I save this, I have one option here in planning element. This is not selected. So, and if this is not selected, what the system will do is system will keep this all options editable. Okay, so and bottom up planning, what it does is, so if you have like child and parent WBS as well as top level WBS, what system will do is once I save the project, system will calculate me the values. Here you can see it's showing summing up the total project cost value, but here system is not showing up the total cost value. Okay, so this is our cost plan. So this has to come. So it's not coming, but see if I save also, and then again I come back the project, system is not doing that. Why? Because here I have not selected the bottom up planning option. I can sum up the values manually. So to sum up the values manually, I just need to select the column, then I need to go and I need to say edit. I need to select the total up option. So system is asking me total up option. I say continue. So here you can see now the values are got total up. So fine. So now I can save. Now let us go to one more project to understand how this planning element and bottom up planning element are working. So for this, let's open one more project. Okay, so here also you can see all the options are open. I can fill the values, but what I'll do is, let me open a new session. Let's go to the project and edit something. Okay, so this is my project. So see, this project is showing in grayed out. The reason is the project is open here. So I need to just come out of this. Okay, then system will allow me to allow me to edit the project. Okay, so here See, this planning element has got grayed out. So then I cannot, change this. So what I'll do is I'll try to add some more WBS here. Okay. I say enter. This is training for like ISMS. I say enter. So here I have option of planning element. If I select this planning element, what system will do is at the project level, system will give me option. Okay, I'll go here. Here, if I select this, so system is showing, I mean, this prompting a message. Actually, the project is open here. So I just need to come out of this screen. So what I'll do is I'll create two WVS here. Okay. And for this, what I'll do is training others. Okay. Let me save. What I'm doing is I'm not selecting the planning element for this. Okay. So that you can see the impact there. Okay. So, okay, let me come out and just here only I will enter the transaction code. Okay, this is my project. I go inside. See, at the project level, I have not selected the planning element. So this is grayed out. So I'll say description. Let us keep the description here. Yeah. Okay. So this is my description. Fine. So here you can see this is grayed out. I have option of entering the values. So now what I will, I just want to show you is here, let us go to the project from the CJ20N. So I'll show you the planning profile which is selected. Okay, I'll come to controlling. So here you can see planning profile is SCCL02. Okay, so this is different profile. So come back here. So let's see SCCL profile here. So if you see SCCL profile here, you can see bottom-up planning is activated as well as bottom-up planning is activated and planning element is also activated. Okay. So let's go back here. So what I'll do is I just have recorded the amounts at the WBS level and not at the project level. So once I, save this, system will, what system should do is system should sum up the value. Okay. I'll save this. Okay. I'll again go in the project. See here. Now you can see the project has automatically saved this. The reason why it has, summed up the value is border planning is updated as well as planning element is selected here, and at the project level what we have done is we have not selected the planning element to control that this project, this WBS, I don't want to, keep the one second. I don't want to plan for the training ISMS and training others services. So in at the project level, what I have done, I have deselected the, I have not selected the planning element. So this is how you can, plan the, see here, I have not selected it. But in other WBSs, I have selected. So by this, you can understand. So this is how, the planning element functions. So this is the bottom up planning and the planning element and total value. Once when you select the total value, what the system is doing is, once again, we need to go back to the project here. From here, we need to access CJ40. Yeah. Overall is, I have selected two options. One is overall means at the project level, system will allow us the option of recording the cost. And if you double click here, this is yearly option. Okay, so this is yearly option. I can plan yearly option because I have selected the both the options, total value as well annual value. Total value is at the project level, annual value is at the yearly level. Yearly, if you are making a plan, so you can select that. So this is it from planning profile. So hope you understand. So this was the planning profile. Thank you.